If you think preseason picks are just harmless fun, buckle up. Because Josh Pate just dropped a set of conference title predictions that could ignite message board wars from Eugene to Tuscaloosa. That's right. With week 0 only 7 days away and the first kickoff of the 2025 college football season looming, Pate devoted Sunday night's episode of Josh Pate's College Football Show to forecasting every Power 4 championship game. He didn't just rattle off chalky favorites. He sprinkled in upsets, rematches, and at least one pick that will make entire fan bases scream bias. But here's where it gets controversial. Some of his selections fly in the face of Vegas futures, recruiting rankings, and even last year's eye test. Below, we unpacked each league in the same order Pate did, layering in extra context so first-time followers can keep up and grizzled veterans still find fresh angles. And this is the part most people miss. Every projection doubles as a commentary on how the new 12-team playoff format warps incentives for resting starters, style points, and tiebreakers. Big Ten, Penn State over Oregon. Deja vu with a plot twist. Pate envisions Indianapolis hosting a carbon copy of last year's title tilt, only flipped on its head. Oregon and Penn State collide again, but this time the Nittany Lions flip the script, securing the 1 seed and the coveted first-round bye. He points to a Week 5 whiteout in Happy Valley. Yes, he's already penciling Oregon into that slot as the dress rehearsal. The rematch, he argues, favors PSU because James Franklin finally has the offensive balance. Hello, new OC and a healthy tight end room to complement the usual linebacker factory. Ohio State looms, of course. Pate refuses to bury the Buckeyes. He simply thinks the East Division could come down to an arcane tiebreaker. Think fourth down defense versus common opponents. That sends the Nittany Lions, not the Buckeyes, to Indy. Translation: Ryan Day's roster might be more talented, yet still watch the confetti fall on Franklin's shoulders. SEC. Alabama over Texas. The Tide reload. The Hordes rev up. Pate's SEC forecast is equal parts chalk and chaos. He rattles off 6 or 7 teams that could legitimately reach Atlanta, then lands on Alabama versus Texas, 2 programs that didn't meet in the regular season. Kalen DeBoer's first-year magic, paired with a veteran secondary and a transfer portal home run at quarterback, edges Steve Sarkisian's balanced Longhorns. The spicy subplot? Pate claims both squads are being under-discussed relative to Georgia and Ole Miss. He doubles down. Alabama's offense can win a track meet or a 17-14 rock fight, while Texas's defense finally has the depth to survive November. If that sounds like heresy in Athens, good. That's the controversy he wants on your timeline. ACC, Clemson over Georgia Tech, the Tigers' last stand. Pate doesn't sugarcoat the ACC's perceived weakness. He simply says Clemson is still the bully on the block. Dabo Swinney's roster is older, nastier, and crucially, coordinated by a play caller who finally meshes with the quarterback's skill set. Georgia Tech, meanwhile, morphs from sleeper to spoiler. Brent Key's option-tinged spread keeps defenses guessing. And a Week 3 regular season meeting that Clemson wins narrowly sets up a revenge narrative for Atlanta. But hews the dagger. Pate openly questions whether another ACC crown moves the needle for Clemson nationally. Translation: win the league and lose in the playoff quarterfinals again, and the Clemson is back narrative dies on the vine. Big 12. Arizona State over Texas Tech. Sun Devils repeat in the desert chaos. Pate's final act is pure Big 12 mayhem. He tabs Arizona State versus Texas Tech, a rematch of an October thriller that could decide home field advantage for the championship. Kenny Dillingham's Year 2 leap, fueled by a transfer portal haul on the offensive line and a sophomore quarterback who no longer plays hero ball, edges Joey Maguire's Red Raiders, who boast the league's deepest receiver room. The kicker? Pate predicts this will be the first back-to-back Big 12 title for any program since 2019-20. And he isn't shy about the implications. If the Sun Devils pull it off, the Pac-12 diaspora will trumpet "We told you so" for months. Controversy comment hooks. 1. Is Penn State really ready to leapfrog both Oregon and Ohio State? Or is this wishful thinking from a Big Ten media darling? 2. Alabama over Texas feels safe. Too safe. Could Georgia or LSU crash the party and make Pate eat crow? 3. Clemson's ACC dominance is starting to feel like a participation trophy. At what point does winning the league become a consolation prize? 4. Arizona State repeating would be historic. But does anyone outside the desert truly believe the Sun Devils are playoff material? Drop your hottest take below. Which of these 4 picks is most likely to implode by November? And which dark horse are you riding instead? Let the debate begin.